Across India, weather conditions remain largely varied with clear skies dominating the plains, while some regions are witnessing cloudiness, rainfall and thunderstorm activity. Temperatures continue to rise gradually, especially over central and southern parts of the country. Well, let's start with North India. Notably in Punjab, it will experience mostly clear skies across the region with pleasant daytime temperatures and slightly cooler nights. In Amritsar, the maximum temperature is 30 degrees Celsius, while the minimum is 14 degrees Celsius. Moving to Bathinda, the maximum remains 31 degrees Celsius with a minimum of 14 degrees Celsius. In Chandigarh Mohali, the maximum temperature rises to 30 degrees Celsius, while the minimum stays at 16 degrees Celsius. Jalandhar will see a maximum of 27 degrees Celsius and a minimum of 14 degrees Celsius. In Taran, the maximum reaches 31 degrees Celsius with a minimum of 19 degrees Celsius. Himachal Pradesh will experience partly to generally cloudy skies with light rain and chances of thunderstorms accompanied by lightning and gusty winds. In Dharamshala, the maximum temperature is 24 degrees Celsius, while the minimum drops to 10 degrees Celsius. Kangra sees a maximum of 24 degrees Celsius and a minimum of 11 degrees Celsius. In Shimla, the maximum reaches 18 degrees Celsius, while the minimum is 9 degrees Celsius. Manali will be little colder with a maximum of 12 degrees Celsius and a minimum of 3 degrees Celsius. In the capital region, Delhi, strong surface winds are expected during the daytime under mostly clear conditions. The maximum temperature is 35 degrees Celsius and the minimum is 18 degrees Celsius. Haryana will see mainly clear skies across the state with warm daytime conditions and comfortable nights. In Gurgaon, the maximum is 32 degrees Celsius and the minimum is 17 degrees Celsius. Panipat will see a maximum of 31 degrees Celsius with a minimum of 16 degrees Celsius. Sirsa records a maximum of 31 degrees Celsius with a minimum of 14 degrees Celsius, while Nuh reaches a maximum of 34 degrees Celsius and a minimum of 21 degrees Celsius. Jammu and Kashmir will witness generally cloudy skies with light rain or drizzle, especially over the valley, while Jammu may see partly cloudy conditions. Kupwara will have a maximum of 17 degrees Celsius and a minimum of 4 degrees Celsius. Srinagar records a maximum of 21 degrees Celsius with a minimum of 6 degrees Celsius. In Jammu, the maximum reaches 29 degrees Celsius and the minimum is 14 degrees Celsius. Skies are mostly cloudy in the valley with partly cloudy conditions in Jammu. Moving to South India, it will experience hot and humid conditions with partly to generally cloudy skies along with chances of light rain, thunderstorms and gusty winds in several areas. In Kerala, the maximum temperature is 36 degrees Celsius while the minimum is 26 degrees Celsius. Moving to Tamil Nadu, the maximum reaches 39 degrees Celsius with a minimum of 28 degrees Celsius. In Karnataka, the maximum is 35 degrees Celsius and the minimum 24 degrees Celsius. Andhra Pradesh will see a maximum of 38 degrees Celsius and a minimum of 27 degrees Celsius. Finally, Telangana records a maximum of 39 degrees Celsius and a minimum of 25 degrees Celsius. West India will see mostly clear to partly cloudy skies with warm daytime temperatures and relatively mild night across the region. In Maharashtra, the maximum temperature is 34 degrees Celsius while the minimum is 25 degrees Celsius. Gujarat sees a maximum of 37 degrees Celsius and a minimum of 23 degrees Celsius. In Rajasthan, the maximum reaches 35 degrees Celsius while the minimum is 23 degrees Celsius. East and Northeast India will experience mainly clear to partly cloudy skies with chances of thunderstorm, development and lightning in some areas, along with warm and humid conditions. In West Bengal, the maximum temperature is 33 degrees Celsius, while the minimum is 25 degrees Celsius. Moving to Assam, the maximum reaches 27 degrees Celsius with a minimum of 20 degrees Celsius. In Bihar, the maximum is 35 degrees Celsius and the minimum is 22 degrees Celsius. Overall, India is experiencing a mix of stable and active weather conditions, clear and warm in most plains, while the hilly regions and parts of the east and south may continue to see rainfall and thunderstorms. As temperatures steadily climb, heat and humidity are expected to increase in the coming days. That's all for now. Stay tuned to the Savera for more updates. Do like, comment and subscribe to the channel.